Hey y'all, it's Dan coming at you from a secret, undisclosed location to talk about this secret, undisclosed practice called gematria. For those that don't know about it, it's the ancient occult practice of coding numbers into words. Numbers are letters, letters are numbers. This story came out yesterday, no, today, about Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and his Let's Get Back to Work pledge. So he's saying we need to get back at it, and he doesn't want to live in fear. And I hear that, who does want to live in fear? He says, I'm all in on risking my health to lift social distancing guidelines for economic boost. So he says he's not living in fear of the novel coronavirus pandemic and is all in on lifting social distancing guidelines recommended by public health experts in order to help the economy. Patrick, who said he turned 70 next week, would be among the high risk population that is most affected by the coronavirus. But he said people like him have to weigh the hazards to their personal health that the virus poses with the challenges to the health of the American economy brought on by social distancing guidelines. So, notice he says the CDC has recommended no gatherings of 50 or more people take place for 8 weeks, and adults 65 and over stay home. Was that 65 number we've seen time and time again? Coronavirus equals 65. Let's look at Dan Patrick. Born April 4th or 4/4, like kill. Born in Baltimore, Maryland. He's 69 right now. He's the 42nd and current Lieutenant Governor of Texas. I'll show you why that's interesting. 42, that number. So Dan Patrick equals 65, right? Talking earlier about how Americans 65, adults 65 years and older need to be, looking out. 8 and 10 coronavirus reported in the U.S. are among adults 65 years old and older. So also his full name, Lt.Gov.Dan Patrick equals 63. Surprised his full name isn't Daniel, but anyway, that's another story. He says I'm all in, that equals 70. These numbers are all COVID-19 coronavirus numbers. Coronavirus 65 and 70, just like Dan Patrick, right? Just like Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick equals 65. And he also said, let's get back to work. 63, 63, 252. Did I mention COVID-19? I don't know if I have that somewhere. Oh, yeah, COVID-19, also 63. Just like his full name, just like what he said, let's get back to work. We're the same. He said this on Monday, a day with 66 numerology. It was reported on the next day. Patrick equals 33. If you write out 33, it equals 66. 33 plus 33 is 66. Texas equals 66, also 30. Happened on a day with 30 numerology. How odd that we should be talking about Texas on a day with the 83rd day of the year. Coronavirus 83. From his birthday to the story is 50 weeks and 6 days, kind of like 56, right? Coronavirus 56. Also, if you look at his Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, 89 like virus, 118 like death. Corona virus, been doing this a lot, equals 56, right? And then 83 with single reduction KV. And then the front page, there's this, let's get back to work, let's get back to living. Looks a little crazy here. His mouth is open, a la Howard Dean. That whole phrase equals 420. Let's get back to Earth. Let's get back to living. He's right. Patrick equals 42 with the KV exception where K just remains at 11. K, the 11th letter of the alphabet, 11 a master number, doesn't have to change. It doesn't want to. Patrick 42, of course Freemason 42, undoubtedly a Freemason. Saturn 42, right? Story comes out on the 24th, reflection of 42. And he's the 42nd Lieutenant Governor, serving since January of 2015. He used to be a radio talk show host. Right? An actor. Just another actor reading his cue card. It almost looks like he's reading something there. I'm supposed to say what? More news by the numbers, more coronavirus, COVID-19 news, making him sound crazy. Right? He doesn't want to live in fear. Who can blame him? He's from Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, Baltimore. 58 like Freemasonry. So that does it. Thanks so much. Please spread this knowledge far and wide. Have a great evening, everybody.